Today's discourse focuses on the essential spiritual attitude toward family life and worldly responsibilities. How can we live fully engaged in the world yet remain inwardly detached, seeing our family and duties as belonging to God? Shri Brahmachaitanya Maharaj's teachings guide us to cultivate this sacred awareness, to live as humble servants and representatives of the divine in everyday life. Let us reflect deeply on this to transform our approach to all relationships and challenges. Treat your family life as belonging to God. What is vairagya but discontinuance of desire to have this or not to have that? If a calamity comes, instead of wishing it away, we should remember God and pray, Lord, do not let me ever desire to ask for anything. While you should not deliberately cause suffering to your body, if suffering does come in natural course, accept it calmly, ungrudgingly, cheerfully. If one feels or knows that prapancha is unreal, is it not inconsistent that one should wish or expect it to be comfortable, or to relish it? Let it be as it may. Let us do it only as a duty, as an actor's part in a drama. Do not arrogate to yourself credit as doer, whether in prapancha or in sadhana, for while the former is the fruition of prarabdha, the latter is really the prompting of the Sadguru. Worrying about either is therefore futile, and it is best to accept cheerfully whatever happens. The moment you give yourself up to the Sadguru, your past actions and sins become his concern, and he takes charge of your future as well. So cease brooding over past sins and give up all anxiety about the future. Live in the present in joy and contentment. Spiritual life is nothing but leading worldly life as a proxy holder for God, the proper owner. To maintain constant remembrance of Him, to ascribe all ownership and doership to Him, to do everything only on His behalf, is true dedication. To say only at the end of an action or episode, I dedicate this to Thee. Does this not imply that I had been unmindful of Him the rest of the time? So we should pray to God thus: O Lord, call me Thine. I lay down my mind and heart at Thy feet. Let me never feel the desire to ask anything of Thee. Asking for anything but His name is like begging the king for a broom. If you pray to God in right earnest, He will surely guide you. As we walk in the dark at night, a lightning flash lasting only a fraction of a second may show us the entire way ahead. Similarly, if we pray earnestly to God, He does not withhold His guidance. Assure Him that you will like whatever He bestows on you, and keep His constant remembrance. Can there be any other way to meet Him? Personal reflection. Before becoming the third Sikh Guru, Amar Das was a devoted householder who practiced deep humility and selflessness in daily life. When people gathered to hear his spiritual teachings, he personally served all visitors, regardless of their social status. Guru Amar Das would fetch water, wash the feet of guests, and serve food himself. On one occasion, a wealthy Brahmin approached him with pride and looked down on Amar Das's humble acts of service. Guru Amar Das explained that true greatness is not about social rank or power but is rooted in humility and selfless service. He taught that family life and all relationships are a divine trust, and serving others lovingly is serving God Himself. This is the essence of treating one's family life as belonging to God, selflessly, without pride or expectation, with complete surrender. This attitude of humility and surrender is exactly the spiritual disposition that the May 28th Pravachan emphasizes. Living as God's proxy in the world, accepting all with cheerfulness, and dedicating every act wholly to Him. As we conclude today's discourse, let us remember that spiritual life is not a withdrawal from the world, but a wholehearted participation in it, as humble instruments of the divine. Whether in family, work, or society, if we live with constant remembrance of God and offer every action to Him alone, peace and joy will naturally follow. May we all cultivate this sacred perspective and live with the grace and contentment that comes from seeing our family life and duties as God's own, surrendering ego and pride and serving with love.